In this 1970s set crime drama, a woman is forced to go on a run after her husband betrays his partners, sending her and her baby on a dangerous journey. Hey, how's it going, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Movie Files. I am here today to give you all my thoughts and my review on the new crime drama, I Am Your Woman, coming to theaters December 4th and on Amazon Prime December 11th. Very excited to let you all know what I thought about this movie and if you should check it out in this spoiler-free review. Before we dive into the details, as you can see on the screen now, make sure you all are following me on all my other social media accounts. That way you can stay up to date with what's going on over here at Movie Files. If you are new to the channel, welcome to the community. Consider subscribing, and while you're at it, hit that notification bell. That way you all don't miss any of my other early movie reviews, TV coverage, live streams, all the fun things we do on this channel. It would mean a lot to me if you all can share this video and give it a thumbs up. It helps out the channel, but I also really appreciate it. And in the comment section, let's discuss I Am Your Woman. Again, it will be available in limited theaters December 4th, but will be also available worldwide December 11th on Amazon Prime. So once you've seen the movie, let's discuss your positives, your negatives, and just your overall thoughts of this film. And let's have a great discussion about it in the comments below. So when it comes to this film, for me, I saw the trailer last month. I was really intrigued by the premise. I love a good crime thriller drama. And when it comes to Rachel Brosnahan, I've seen her in smaller roles in different movies throughout the years, but I have not seen The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I've heard nothing but great things about it. I know they win Emmys every single year. So for me, I was more intrigued to see Rachel as a lead in this movie. So I was really excited for it, and I want to see what she has to offer as an actress. So with that being said, what did I think about it? Well, let's start off with the positives. One of the things that definitely comes to mind for me in this film was I really appreciated the approach in telling the story. It's very methodical. It's very slow burning in its approach, but it's in that approach that you get to learn these characters. We meet Jean as she meets the various characters throughout this film, and in the first two acts, it's really more of a drama, right? You get to learn the characters, their motives, they get developed, you get an arc with the characters. So by the time you get to the third act, which is more of the crime thriller, the more exciting stuff, you care for the characters. So I really appreciated that aspect, and kind of get into the story without getting the spoilers away. Again, if you've seen the trailer and based on the synopsis I read, you see Jean is on the run because her husband betrays her partners, and it forces Jean, the woman at the beginning of the movie who we meet, who's very reliant on her husband. She's very sheltered. She has this roof over her head. She doesn't cook. She doesn't clean. She's just there to be I am your woman, right? And it's in this that Jean has to go on a run and care for herself, right? And she has her child with her. So she's not only learning to become her own woman and defending herself and surviving these criminals chasing her, but she also has to provide for her child. So I really enjoyed Rachel Brosnahan's performance and seeing her arc from the beginning of the movie, being so sheltered to being this woman that's could take care of herself, take care of her kid, get things done, was a really great performance and a really great arc for that character. So as we're seeing Jean trying to survive and take care of herself and her family, that's where we meet the characters Cal and Terry, and that's where the performance and that's where the film for me really kind of gets more interesting, because again, I applaud the performance by Rachel Brosnahan, but when Cal and Terry get into the mix, that's when the film really comes to life. Starting off with our character Cal, who is played by Arinzé Kene, who is sent to protect Jean and her child and set them up in a safe house. I thought that Arinzé's performance was very subtle, but also very fitting within this story. I thought he was a really good actor. I thought he really brought this Cal character. He was, like I said, very subtle, but you knew not to mess with Cal, and I really enjoyed his performance. But also, then Cal brings in his family to the mix, which is Terry, played by the incredible actress Marsha Stephanie Blake, who is just great in everything I've seen her in. And she and Jane, they can really relate to each other because Terry has her own backstory. She's maybe been on the run in her life before, so Jean can really relate to Terry. And in Terry's character, she's strong, she's powerful, she gets things done. Jean looks at her and is motivated to kind of take some of those characteristics from her and take some of her backstory and take some of the things that she's kind of grown up with and implement it into her everyday life. So I really kind of enjoyed the chemistry amongst the three cast members. Again, Jean's arc was really well fleshed out. I thought that Cal and Terry, and then bringing their family to the mix, really adds another energy, another dimension, and kind of adds more layer and kind of development within this film. Transitioning to the director of this film and also co-writer Julia Hart, who did a great job in developing these characters and giving you a different point of view of a crime drama. Again, we've seen this type of story before where Eddie's the husband, he goes on a run. We would have seen, if this was a different movie, it would have been following Eddie, but we now get to see a different perspective. What is life like for Eddie's wife and her child? We get to see that point of view, which is really intriguing for me personally. Going back to Julia as the director, I thought she also did a good job of capturing the sense of the 70s and the norms of like the husband being the caretaker of the family, right? It's called I Am Your Woman. She's titled to be the wife of Eddie, this criminal. So I kind of love that this kind of takes the norms of the 70s and flips it on his head. So I really enjoyed the writing, the co-writing by Julia Hart, but also the direction was really strong for me personally, which brings me into the appreciation of the set design in this movie, the costuming. Everyone was just great in their costumes of the 70s and really kind of embraced the 70s. But I thought that Rachel Brosnahan, her costumes was just on point. Again, I really applaud the score of this movie as well as the soundtrack. It really kind of puts you in the head and puts you in the mood of our character. So again, direction, performances, really strong story. Seeing this woman kind of overcoming things and becoming her own person was really intriguing to watch, which wraps up my positives. So transitioning into my criticisms that I have for this film, I will say there were a lot of moments that you have to kind of fill in the blanks. You know, you have this Eddie character who's a mysterious criminal. You really don't get that much backstory with Eddie. You don't really get that much time with Eddie and Jean as a couple. So there are some moments that there's some characters I wish were a little bit more fleshed out. I also wish that the situation was a little bit more elaborated and a little bit more explained than what we get in this film, because we're really literally thrown into this mix. So I wish there was a little bit more development within this situation. I mentioned that, you know, Rachel Brosnahan as Jean, and she has her child, taking care of her child. The stuff, I applaud the performance and I like the character, but for me, when Terry and Cal get into the mix, that's when I felt like the film really kind of embraces its story. And I feel like when they share the screen together, that's when the film really kind of came to life for me. And again, it's not a knock on the Jean character. I just felt like once she interacted with these, you know, Cal and Terry and his family, I feel like the film really kind of became more compelling for me personally, which also, speaking on a personal level, I mentioned a little bit up top that the first two acts is more of a drama, more of a character-driven piece, more of the motives and the development, but it is within those second and third act that the film just becomes a little bit more interesting, in the fact that, again, the first half, you're really just thrown into the situation. You don't really get that much development from the Eddie character. So to me, the second and third act develops more. It picks up the pacing more. So those two acts were a little bit more stronger in regards to the first. So those are my criticisms that I have for the movie. Before I give you my score, my overall thoughts, make sure, if you haven't already, to give this video a thumbs up, share this video, leave your thoughts of this film in the comments below, and as always, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of my other content. With that being said, let me share with you all my overall thoughts and if you should check out this film, I Am Your Woman. So overall, this takes the crime drama tropes and gives you a very different point of view from Jean's character, who is on the run from danger, and on her journey, she discovers what it takes to fend for herself, but also her baby. The film offers great performances by our three main leads. The direction and production was great, and the handling of the switching of tones from a drama to a crime thriller was almost flawless in my eyes. So with that being said, I'm going to give I Am Your Woman a solid 3.5 out of 5. And I recommend you all give it a watch. Again, it will be hitting theaters this December 4th. Again, if you're in an area that you can see it at the movie and if you feel safe, check it out. But definitely when it comes to Amazon Prime, December 11th, give this film a watch. And when you do, let me know what you all thought about the movie. As always, make sure to like, share, comment your thoughts on the film in the comment section, your positives, your negatives, and let's have a great discussion about it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you don't miss any of my other content. Thank you all for watching this review. Hope you're staying safe, and we'll see you on the next video.